Welcome to Ruse Workshop Shenanigans. Today, we are customizing an air rifle stock. This air rifle may not be worth much, but I inherited it from my late uncle, who entrusted it to me. During our last conversation, he stressed that he wanted me to have it. He passed away about 8 years ago, and it holds great sentimental value, still shoots straight, and remains powerful. I'm customizing the stock to infuse my own spirit into it before passing it down to my son. Let's get started. I need to remove the sling. I eventually want to replace it with a nicer one, but for now, I'm going to clean it up and reattach it when we're finished. I will also need to remove the barrel and trigger guard. Remove all the screws and store them in a safe place. Once all the screws are removed, the stock should slide off easily. Now it's time to start sanding. Silly me, we aren't doing this all by hand. First, I used 80 grit sandpaper. Then I went over it with 120 grit. Once all the sanding is done, it's time to transfer the image onto the stock. I've chosen a rabbit, and I'm considering adding some gum nuts and eucalyptus leaves too. If you don't have any stencil transfer paper, you can still do it easily. Just shade the back of your image with lead pencil, then flip it over onto the wood, like I've done here, and trace the image from the front. The pencil will transfer onto the wood, giving you a guide to burn or carve. Once the image is transferred, it's time to start burning. I'm using a Weller 240-volt 25 MW 15-piece wood burning kit that I picked up from Bunnings. It'll cost you around $32. I found that small dots or very light strokes worked best for detail. The safety guard did press onto the wood in a couple of spots and left some burns where I didn't want them. But hey, that just gives it some extra character, whether I meant to or not. Thanks for watching part 1. My next steps are to finish burning any extra details into the design. After that, I'll give the stock a final sand with fine grit paper to prep the surface for staining and oiling. Once that's done, I'll remount the barrel and hardware and reattach the sling. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and follow. Also, drop a comment if you've got any suggestions for what kind of sling I should replace the current one with.